Hello my friends and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be what I am packing in my hospital bag for labor and delivery, and I've been looking forward to doing this video so much, so I'm really excited to show you guys what I am packing. Before I get into this, let me just say this is what I personally prefer to bring to the hospital. This is baby number 3, and this baby is going to be born at the same hospital I gave birth with my first 2 at. So I kind of already know everything that my hospital provides and what they don't, and what I need and what I don't need. This is just personally what I prefer to bring. There's no right or wrong way to pack a hospital bag. I know there's a lot of people that will be like, oh, you're overpacking, or oh, you're underpacking, or you need this or you need that. Bring what makes you feel comfortable, because labor and postpartum is uncomfortable enough as it is. So bring whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel comfortable, and whatever makes you feel prepared. But anyways, let's get into this. I am actually currently 37 weeks pregnant in 3 days. And with my youngest, my second born, I actually went into labor 37 weeks, 4 days. So it felt like it was time to actually get this filmed before I possibly go into labor, because I have a feeling I'm going to be going into labor sooner than my due date. And at my last ultrasound, my cervix was actually short, which at the time was a sign of like preterm labor. Now I'm technically full term, so I still think that I am going to be going into labor a bit sooner than what my due date is actually supposed to be. And yeah, I wanted to get this video done before I possibly pop a whole baby out. But let's get started with this video, and let's start with the baby's bag. Let's start with the baby's bag because I feel like this one is just the most fun. This is my diaper bag by the brand Wrangler. And inside, and my little keychain, which literally has nothing on it. I just thought it was so cute with the little cow print to go with the little cowboy diaper bag. So inside of my baby's hospital bag, I have 2 little stuffies. One that says born in 2026, and this little cow stuffy. I am bringing these for literally picture purposes only. That is the only reason that they are even going with us. But I wanted to have options for 2 different types of stuffies. I'm indecisive and don't know which one I want to do. So I have the option of both. A lot of people actually don't even put their babies like in clothes while in the hospital until like they're leaving. And depending on your hospital, definitely check with your hospital to see what they provide for you and what they do not, based on what to pack. But my hospital personally provided little outfits if I needed them, but I will be packing a couple just little newborn size onesies. I definitely feel like I'm overpacking a little bit on the clothes for baby because, again, I like to have options. I've got this little sleeper. This is actually in the size preemie, just in case he's a little smaller. Another little sleeper. This one is in the size newborn. This one actually has the little hands that fold over into the gloves, so that way baby does not scratch its face, because sometimes babies do have long nails when they are born, and it just keeps their little hands cold, and then you don't have to worry about separate gloves. For a going home outfit, I have this little outfit with a matching hat. This is one of those tie top hats. I just haven't tied it yet, but This is his little going home outfit. Again, this outfit has the foldable little hands and the foldable feet as well. So that way, again, you don't have to worry about socks or mittens. Cute little just going home outfit. Also have 2 pairs of little newborn socks to go with either the onesies or the one outfit that doesn't have feet. So his little feet will stay warm. And then I have 2 little mittens, 2 little hats, because he will be a January baby, so it will be cold, and I just like having hats on my babies just to keep them warm. I have a swaddle, a newborn swaddle. This one velcros, and it has a little matching hat that goes with it. And in case I don't want to have like a velcro type swaddle, I have just like a muslin swaddle that I can, or the nurses can, wrap him up in. And this also works for like if we have visitors and I'm breastfeeding, because I am going to be trying to breastfeed this time around. It did not work with my second born, but this time I will be trying. So if we have visitors at the hospital and I'm breastfeeding and I just feel like I want to cover up a little bit, I can use this as well for like a breastfeeding cover. I also have a burp cloth. And then in here I have nursing pads, nipple cream, and breast milk storage bags, along with these quick clean wipes for breast pump and like breast pump accessories, because I will be bringing my breast pump to the hospital with me. And then I have my Mom Cozy nightlight and sound machine, so that way for like late night changes or whatever, for when the nurses want to come in and check on us, we don't have to turn on the bright fluorescent hospital lights. I can just turn on this little night light, and it also plays like white noise. And then of course I just have the charger for this as well. I have this little binky holder that has 2 binkies. I have an Itsy Ritsy and a Mams. And then the hospital does give you binkies as well. So I just wanted to bring a couple of my own from home, so that way he can get used to his binkies, and just having like a variety of binkies will be nice. And then I have these 2, a binky clip, and then this little, I don't know really what they call these. I call it like a little binky buddy, but he goes on to the binky, and I just think it's the cutest thing ever. So I have this little cow. I'm not bringing diapers, I'm not bringing wipes, because my hospital provides all of that stuff for me. Again, check with your hospital, see what they provide, see what they don't provide, and definitely go from there on how you want to pack your hospital bag. I know some people still, even if their hospital provides diapers and wipes, they still like to bring their own because they like to use certain brands. I had no issues using anything that the hospital provided me. Honestly, I'd rather use what the hospital provides and save what I have for when we get home. This baby blanket I will be also bringing to the hospital. I actually have another one that I've been bringing as well that is packed in my bag, just because it is a little bit on the bigger side. But yeah, I didn't want to forget that one because it's so cute, so soft, and I think it'll look so cute for pictures. And last but not least, I have 2 different options of baby lotion. I have a Johnson & Johnson and a Baby Balm coconut balm. I have a mini Vaseline and then some baby clippers to clip his nails if they are super long when he comes out. Is everything that I have in this bag for baby. Again, I could be overpacking to someone, I could be underpacking to someone. This is just personally what I want to bring. Now I am going to get into what I packed for myself. So I am packing this bag for myself. This is an old bag that I've had for years. I did not feel like I really needed to buy a whole new bag just to bring it to the hospital. So I am just using this old bag. Nothing special. And inside I have a pair of jammies. These are a short sleeve with a pair of pants. I am bringing a nursing tank, and right here, just clips, pull it down, pull it back up. Just a plain Jane nursing tank. Could be either a jammies or an outfit. These pants with a matching cardigan. I'm not bringing a robe, so I do at least have a cardigan that I can wear. And this color actually matches one of the onesies that I packed for the baby, so I thought it would be cute for us to match. It is a little risky wearing lighter colors, but I personally didn't really ever bleed too bad with my first 2 births. Hospital provides these big pads, so like I never really had any instances of bleeding like outside of my pads. Sorry if that's like TMI or whatever. And then I have this tank top to go with the pants and the cardigan. And then just for my going home outfit, I have these pink sweatpants that I will be pairing with this pink hoodie. In this bag I have 2 nursing bras, 2 granny panties, and 2 pairs of socks. These are the nursing bras that I got off of Amazon when I was pregnant with my second born. These you just feed, snap back up. I'm actually wearing one right now. They are extremely comfortable. I wear them even when I'm not pregnant. They're really great. Next is my toiletry bags. I am not bringing a whole lot. Little bag I have are travel toothbrushes that just hold up. One for me, one for my husband. Toothpaste, floss picks, mouthwash, a few Q-tips, and then more floss. And I also have some chapstick. Chapstick for me is very, very important. It is the winter and my skin absolutely hates winter. My lips get so dry, everything dries out. So, and especially like in a hospital, I find myself getting like my lips get very dry. So that is what I have in this little pack. For shower stuff, I have a mini loofah and a little bottle of some body wash. I also have a separate soap bar in case I just decide to use this instead. And because I do not plan on washing my hair when I am in the hospital, I am going to be bringing my dry shampoo, some face wash, and contact solution. Showering after giving birth for me was like so amazing. It was definitely recommend taking a shower after giving birth. It just really makes you feel refreshed and rejuvenated and just it just made me feel amazing. Another bag that could be considered toiletries, but not really. I guess yes and no could be considered toiletries. Inside I have my glasses case, a hairbrush. I actually heard a lot about like people using combs during birth. They'll like grip them to like, I guess, counteract the pain of birthing. When I packed this, I didn't have that in mind, but who knows, maybe that will be the purpose of bringing this as well. I don't know, we will find out. I have a claw clip, contact case, hair ties, again because it is winter and my body hates the cold weather, the dry, cold weather. I have some lotion, very important for me. More chapstick, because if I lose one, I at least have a backup. I have a small little hand sanitizer, Earth Mama Herbal Perennial Spray, a pack of gum, and then as of right now, all I have for like makeup, I plan on putting my makeup in here. I don't plan on bringing a lot, but as of right now, all I have in here is a little travel size mascara. Like I said, I don't plan on bringing a whole lot of makeup. Just maybe like some foundation, concealer, brow stuff, just to really make myself feel a little bit more put together. Will I put it on? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? At least I'm bringing it just in case I want it. In this little pouch, I have chargers, and I have a phone charger. I actually have a separate charger that I'm going to be packing last minute as well, and that is my 10-foot charger, but we use that kind of like as more of a daily charger. So that will be something that I'm going to be packing last minute. I have my iPad charger. I have headphones that are corded. And then I also have AirPods, a USB plug for both my breast pump and for my sound machine. Onto my breast pump, I have also these little, I don't know really what they're called. I think they're just like little collection thingies. I don't even know what brand these are, but you pretty much like can collect your letdown with these. So I'm going to be bringing these. Will I actually need them? Who knows, but again, if I need them, at least I have them. Same with my breast pump. Will I actually need my breast pump? I don't know, but I'm bringing them anyways. Again, when I tried breastfeeding with my second born, it did not work out, so I want to bring these just in case I need them. These are the Lancino Discreet Duos, and then the charger, and then the straps that you can put on your bras just in case if you need like more. A separate flange size, just because flange size that comes with this is too big for me, so that is important as well. Again, will I be actually using this stuff? I have no idea, but I'm still going to bring it just in case. I am bringing an old pair of slippers. I have a new pair of slippers, but I just do not like the idea of bringing, you know, like a nice pair of slippers to the hospital. I'd rather bring like an old pair that like I really don't care about if I just toss away. And not a lot of people talk about this, but I personally, after giving birth, get really swollen. Like my feet will get really swollen. So I want a pair of slippers that are a little bit looser on me so that they fit more comfortably when I am a little bit more swollen after giving birth. I don't know if everyone experiences that, but I personally do. One thing that I do not have in my bag yet that I will be putting in my bag also is some shower shoes. For some reason, I have not been able to find them, so I will be searching for them, and then they will be added to my bag just to wear in the hospital showers, just because the hospital floors are kind of icky, and I feel a lot more clean showering with some shower shoes. Another thing in my bag is a cup. I usually just use the cup that the hospital gives me, but I wanted to bring this one as well because I am an ice muncher. I love chewing ice, so I figured I would bring this just in case, like, I wanted to just put straight ice in it. Also, if I do end up having like some colostrum or from pumping or whatever, from letdown, whatever it may be, I can put the little bags in here with some ice as well and use this as like a storage for my colostrum. And then last but not least, for what I have in my bag is another baby blanket. My mom made this one, so it was really important for me to bring this to the hospital with us as well. There are going to be some things that I am going to be packing last minute, and that would be my deodorant. I will be packing either my contacts or my glasses, whichever one I am not wearing at the time of labor. My wallet, my makeup, which I mentioned earlier. I'm going to be grabbing a blanket for myself as well. Some people also bring pillows. The hospital pillows aren't the greatest, but I personally am just going to be grabbing a blanket. It is less that my poor husband, has to carry. I will be bringing my iPad and our 10-foot charger for our phones. What other people bring but I'm not personally bringing is a portable fan. A lot of people bring like portable handheld, like almost like stroller fans that they can connect or they can put onto the hospital beds because they get hot. But for me personally, it is January, it is cold. I am usually more on the colder side. The hospitals are usually cold to me, so I will not be bringing a fan because I just don't think that I will personally use it, and I don't want to pack it if I don't think I'm going to use it. Another thing that people bring that I'm not going to be bringing is my own towel. I just do not love the idea of bringing a towel and then putting a wet towel back in my bag with all of my stuff. I just don't love that idea. But a lot of people will bring their own towels because they say that the hospital towels are not the biggest, which they are not, and they're not the most comfortable, but for me, it wasn't really that big of a deal. So I will not be bringing my own towel, but some people do say to bring a towel and do recommend it. They also recommend bringing robes. I do have a robe, but my robe is very big and would take up a lot of room in my bag, and I'm not going out and buying a brand new robe just to bring it to the hospital. So I will not be bringing my robe, which is why I packed a cardigan instead. A lot of people also will bring their own postpartum stuff. I will not be doing that either because my hospital provides everything I need for postpartum, and I like keeping what I have for when I get home to use. So I won't be bringing anything for myself. For postpartum, I will just be using what the hospital supplies for me. Like I mentioned earlier when I was going through the baby's bag, I will not be bringing any diapers and wipes. Some people do, some people don't. I personally have not and will not. And now that I'm thinking of it, there's another thing that I may or may not bring. It's still kind of up in the air, and that would be my nursing pillow. I brought it when I gave birth to my second born, but I did not actually end up using it, and it just became another thing that we had to carry. So I'm still kind of up in the air on whether or not I'm going to be bringing my nursing pillow, but some people recommend it, and then others say don't bring it because you don't even use it. So another thing that some people will bring to the hospital with them is their own birthing gown. I will not be doing that either. I just don't love the idea of birthing, giving birth, and having all the mess and the fluids, and then putting that dirty birthing bag or birthing gown back into my bag. Kind of same with like the wet towel thing. I just don't love that idea, so I will not be bringing my own birthing gown. I never had an issue with wearing the hospital gowns that are provided for you, but that is an option for you as well if that is something that you are interested in doing. And then one final thing that I'm going to be bringing personally for myself is going to be my tripod. But that is everything that I am packing for the hospital. I hope that if you are an expecting mother and looking for ideas of what to pack, that this kind of helped give you a little bit of a better idea of what to pack. Of course, always, always, always check with your hospital, see what they provide for you. If they don't, and really go from there when it comes to your packing to know what you really need and what you don't need. And of course, pack whatever makes you feel comfortable, cozy, and prepared for bringing a whole baby into this world. I love you guys so much, and I'm so excited to see you guys in the next video. Bye.